As always, please retry the question before watching the video. This is a very straightforward placement question, and all we're going to do is make sure that the sentence that we are placing isn't breaking up the order of the time order of the other sentences, and that what comes after it, or what comes before and after the sentence that we're placing, makes sense. So we'll go back to sentence number one and read one and two to see if we want to put it between those or if those two need to go together. On September 3rd, he traveled up the Pacific coast, loaded his first roll of Kodachrome colored film into his 35 millimeter camera. He began by photographing his skinny red Ford coupe. So we want those to be together. They directly follow, and what we're talking about is something totally different. Sentence three, a hazy blue pale sky filled out the frame. And so this is still talking about the first pictures that he took. We do not want it to come in between those because it would be breaking it up. Though color film for cameras was introduced in the mid 1930s, for decades afterwards, most photographers continue to work in black and white. So what this has that ours doesn't is a conjunction. So it allows it to transition from talking about that photograph to talking about how it didn't, colored photographs didn't take off. And so we need that conjunction word there to transition from talking about that photograph to talking about how most people didn't adopt photographs right away. And then ours logically follows sentence four, just explaining why they didn't take off right away or some of the reasons why they didn't take off right away. So that leaves us with answer C as our correct answer. And so this we'll just check answer D just to make sure that we didn't miss anything, which will become after five. But capturing street scenes, buildings, and landscapes in vivid color became Cushman's passion. So we don't want it to come after that because that changes the subject back to what it was talking about before. And so we want to stay on that same topic and then the but transition conjunction word in sentence five that starts it transitions us to Cushman's passion. So this all hopefully made sense to you. If it did not, please don't add it to your worksheet. But if it did, please go ahead and add it to your worksheet. Write down what you learned along with the answer, and then go on to the next placement question that you missed on this test. If this is the final placement question you missed on this test, please go ahead and do the placement mastery before moving on to the next category that you missed the most of.